There are things you do, and there's things you shouldn't do. But on the other hand, who would... there's no punishment for turning off the light. It's not like station security come after you and banish you from... Oh, I just did it again. So, you're actually okay doing these things. Oh, we can sell a little bit here, that's good. That is actually pleasing me. Check that first. What do you want? I have not tried to refuse it. I know with Viking, they have a tendency to turn to violence if you push them too far. So try to maintain a certain balance when you deal with them, more for your own sake. One more. Good. Hello there. Welcome to. I hope everyone is having a good evening. Hello there. You're all good. I hope. So on this wonderful Sunday evening, we are sitting playing No Man's Sky, and for me it's all about staying alive. Not that I play around without any plan or anything. I do have certain plans, but it is at the moment to get ships, freighter, stuff like that filled up with storage slots, and that is pretty much my primary aim, because I do like to have a lot of space. And especially when you play on Permadeath, the lack of stacking size can actually be a little bit of a drag. taking these to stock up for later. I tend to like to do them. So I do one mission. I do one mission and hand in 5 or 6 or 7, how many I get. I kind of find that a little bit more. Yeah, I have had that feeling sometimes that you feel you move and move and move, and then you realize, oh, I'm not very far. But it is actually good to have a point in each galaxy if you can, but you have to make the bases quite small. Because you don't have unlimited materials for bases. And I have never done the calculation how much you can actually... but I know on Reddit there was someone who had calculated how many pieces of base you could actually build. But I must admit, I'm still doing the same. When I come to a new, then I make a base, and so I can get back if needed. So yeah, it is that has actually been my worst struggle on Permadeath is the limited stack size. So certain things I don't do as badly as I would on a normal, but I still hoard stuff, no doubt about that. It's unfortunately in my genetic, I think. I done that in all games I play. I hoard stuff, and it's not a bad thing, but it can be very messy sometimes. Don't understand though. Oh. I would say playing the expedition was really weird, playing on normal again when you've been playing on Permadeath, and before that I played um, survival for quite a while. So it was suddenly very interesting to come back and play on normal, and it puts things in perspective, because I had for many years played on normal and thought, oh, it's okay. It can be a little bit tough sometimes, and I died from time to time because, well, mainly I was stupid. Then someone said, well, he had thought about playing on survival because he would like to up it a little bit. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't know if I'm good enough to do that, but let's try. And that was actually quite easy, I found. That was not much different from normal to survival. And then I was lured into play Permadeath, and I have done it since. I have not looked back, because that's been like, that's actually fun. It's good fun. Yeah, you have to think a little bit more over what you do, but that's not a bad thing, because if you're sitting just playing like a zombie, and you just go through things and do things, and you don't think about them, you just do them, then you start losing the pleasure of playing, because it just becomes, oh, what did you do today? I actually don't know. There's no interest in it, then it disappears. And the thing is, I don't mind challenges. I don't mind they are hard sometimes. I do mind if a challenge is impossible, but that's a whole other kettle of fish, because if you end up in totally no-win scenarios, then that's not interesting. I would be like going to hell and be put with the option, either you burn for eternity or you freeze for eternity, and none of them is very interesting. Missions. Any with good stuff would be nice. There's one there. That's not going to happen straight away. I need something else together with that. But the funny thing is, what I have done with Permadeath is I try to build me up as strong as I can. And then after a while I start playing pretty much normal, like I would on normal save. And that's actually seems to be quite beneficial for me. This playing like there is dangers lurking around every corner is actually not very healthy, because you actually tend to someone called it, if you search for dead you will find it, and there is some truth to that. It is kind of more interesting going into situations and oh well, I can deal with this, and if I can't deal, I know how to run away. Very toxic planet.
Technology recharge.
I don't intend staying long, so not very nice weather here. Okay, let's get away before the sentinels arrive. Oh, I missed that. Most of my stuff sold, so now it's actually time to go to some trading posts. Another one with aggressive sentinels. Well, luckily I'm not going down on the planet itself, even though at you are not 100% safe as a trading post. Yeah, I don't care. Those random salespeople in space is not really what I want to waste my money or my time on. Situations where I need something specific, then I might, but otherwise Or if I have a lot of trading goods with me, then I might see if I can sell something, but it is quite rare they actually offer anything for that. Malicious sentinels, okay. Places, so that's a little bit of a rip-off, but well, that's how it sometimes is. The game does have a mind of its own. It's don't expect things are the same every time, because they're not. Okay, that was kind of that. Should we really have enough? Like to see another one if I could do the same one more time. Thing is, I haven't been down on many planets, so I don't get too much dihydrogen. That's actually something I should deal with. Doing this means that I actually won't have to farm for tritium for a very long time. Funny thing is, this is a thing we all get to do from time to time. Anyway. And I remember at one point I did actually not know where to get the tritium from. And I ran out of it in space, and I was like, What the hell? What now? Then I realized you just had to farm it, so okay. I'm not getting any of that I want, so I know from experience that they do pop in a lot when you just do normal farming, so it's not uncommon people have 30, 40 of them in stock. It's only me who doesn't, because I want them. Such law kicks in again. I think this game is based on such law. Maybe I should try to find a non-such law version. Oh no. Make it sound like I think there's a conspiracy going on. I don't think there is. But the game is just in itself, oh, I actually got two, quite funny with that, because whenever you are really looking for something you need, could be something stupid like copper. You land on a planet which there's copper. And you start looking for it. There's none. And you just continuously do the same. So I'm going to try to see if I can get another organic, just to see if my thought is correct. And then be sure that I don't run out of fuel, because that is a stupid thing to do, and I did it. But the hint is, it actually says down in the corner what you are encountering. So instead of spending 30 anomaly detectors on rare deep space objects, just continue, but make sure you have fuel on your ship. And you can actually fuel it while you're running. So you don't have to go out and take anything. It's just continuing until you get what you want. One of my runs, it came up with the Sentinel ship, and I took that because I didn't have one. So, but other than that, of course, if you see something you want, then you jump out. But otherwise, keep until it takes whale song. The key word is the whale song. And yeah, you might have to pay some money to get the organic, but it's still, well, ask yourself if you want them, right? And we had a discussion whether you can have all of your frigates as organic, and I don't know the answer, but I assume you technically could. Because I just got my third, and if I can get number 4 as well, I'll actually be very happy. Just make sure you keep having fuel on, because you have to let it run until you get the whale song. It may take time. But if I had jumped out every time now, I would have spent 10 of these anomaly detectors. So I'm trying to get 1 on 1. Is it possible? I think it is, but the question is time. I don't have anything illegal. Go away.
Technology recharge.
Yeah, I managed to run out of fuel in one of them, and that was not helpful. And it will down in the right hand corner say whale song detected or something like that. And it might take quite a long time to find it. I don't know what the limitation, if any, would be. I think they randomly pop up, and it's just getting the proper random one. And they come very quick, one after another, so it's not like you have to wait long for them to actually pop up. Then you can argue that it might be the same one popping up. I don't know, but I'm not going to test that. I'm actually going to stand my ground and try to see if I can get what I want. But apparently the Dreamcatcher will only work on the first one. So from number 2 and up, you actually have to use anomaly detectors, and then it's a question how lucky or unlucky you are if you use one on each. I then just think that you can wait until it pops up with what you want. because rare deep space objects, yeah, they are interesting. They are funny curiosities, which is actually drifting around space, and whenever you encounter them, it's interesting, but that's not what we want right now.
Technology recharge.
So I make sure I fuel while I have one going, so I don't miss whatever comes up. They stay roughly 20 seconds, so it's a good time to react, and I hope I can get another organic frigate this way today. There's a question when my patience starts running out, but as said, there's no guarantee how long it will take. I do believe it's all random, so we could have the same 5 times in a row. I don't know, and I'm not going to check. It's the same I get at the same time, but let's see. Another thing is, there might be a limit to you can only do 1 a day or something, I don't know. But as I have 2, I'll save the other one till tomorrow and then try again if this fails for some reason. I should have enough fuel to run for a very long time. So theoretically I'm going into the next system, but that's not true either, because you actually don't leave the system you're in. I have experimented that in the past because I was curious if you actually could fly to a neighboring system by just flying straight ahead. By the way, the traveler symbol and what looks to me a little bit like the NATO star actually indicates it's not what I want. So that is of course what I'm looking at, but also it says rare deep space object detected. That is not uninteresting, but it's not what I want. It comes up with whale song if it is a organic frigate. So 3 days later and I'm still doing this, then my theory didn't work as expected. Say it takes a very long time to actually get it to where I want it to be. But on the other hand, if it works, then I will feel good about it. It's always good to get your theories confirmed or deflected, because then you know you're right or wrong, and both is actually useful, because if you know you're wrong, you know not to do that another time. If you know you're right, then you know you can do it from time to time. The only thing is there is some unknowns which plays in. First of all, the randomness. Is it a daily timer? I don't know, so you only can get one a day. And I do not know. That was the wave zone. So it's not one a day. Then you fly towards it. Oh. Shit, I missed. Oh, it's still there. So again, quite expensive, but I will actually take it. I somehow think it is useful. So, how far am I from the... I don't even get a time on it. Oh dear, I have a black hole somewhere there. Ah. I forgot all about the black hole. No. What's this? So, black hole, which I actually can't see. Very far from the space station. Actually, I'm going to do something which is, I know, is a little bit easier when you do it this way. So unless the... Jesus, my game is not happy with me. So unless there is a battle, it will be quickly done. I will though go through the space station here, just to see sell something, and if there is any interesting things which pops up. Protection. That is not in the useful end. So these we just need to get going. Good. So yeah. 2 organic frigates that I will call a success. So now it was we raised it from 25% success to 40. 2 out of 5, so that's going the right way. So that's actually really good. That I'm happy with. Very happy, to be honest. There's always 3 things I need to check out on space stations. Can I sell some of my trade goods or other stuff I'm carrying? What is there in the back room? Is there something I can use? This is boxes, so that's one of those I'm very happy to actually encounter. And the third thing is the missions. I know I do talk to some of them for the language as well. I don't do that continuously. When I get the language, then I kind of leave them alone. But boxes is one of my favorite things. I like to get free stuff, no doubt about that. And the only thing it does that I have to keep refining while I'm running around, because otherwise I end up in either the end of the day or the start tomorrow, that I have to either put it aside or refine it there. And the thing is, I don't pick it up to chuck it away. That is not my way of playing. I do like what I have, I do like what I get, and that's my kind of conscious choice that that's the way it goes. I pick up everything which is free, which I can pick up, because it's not everything you actually can pick up. Sometimes it plays with you. But being a lazy gamer sometimes, I actually like to just get as much free stuff I can without actually doing much for it. And yeah, it's one of these things you can argue whether is that a good or a bad thing. Well, it doesn't really matter, because how I see it is, I choose to do it that way. No one else has to do that. That was not good. That was a stupid one. Scan minerals. No, I can't be bothered doing that right now. Especially not as I'm in a wrong system. Then I would have to go out from the system and probably to a not a neighboring system, and I get further and further away from where I was. And I actually wanted to use the black hole to kind of propel me a little bit longer. So this is actually the easiest way to get relatively close to everything. Jump to another system, then teleport back. And there of course was a black hole, and that was what I wanted to use. So now I got two organic frigates on two anomaly detectors. That is actually, and that was what I wanted to check out, if that was possible, and I would say that was a success. 2 and 2 go. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So that is where the day actually becomes quite good, because I got quite a good I thought that was a ship floating. Sorry. I got quite a good outcome of the day, and that actually pleases me. I even got to test a theory I had, and I will not take credit for the theory all by myself. Others had those thoughts, but I couldn't find out whether they had tried it or not. So for me it's always, well, if there is a theory, let's try it out. It's better I waste my time than anyone else, then we can actually show it and even make a video about it. So what have we got here? Nothing really. Another C1. This is another coax system. Not that I mind that. So feel free to use the chat if you have any questions, if you're new to the game, even if you don't play the game but want to know certain things, feel free to actually ask. I'm happy to answer questions, if I can at least. Otherwise I will tell you if I don't know, because I'm not one of those who tries to wing it to look better and you then go and do what's been said and die a horrible death. That's not my style. If I can help, I will help, otherwise I will say I do not know. Because there are, I assume there is things in the game I still don't know entirely, and there are things I can't really get to work properly. And I'm not even ashamed of saying that, because this game has so much in it. So I don't think many would have been playing for 5, 6, 7 years without a lot of things which still can be discovered. You get these moments of, wow, I did not know that. And that is the thing many people think is a little bit negative about the game, because there are things that is not explained. And do you actually want everything served on a silver platter? I would say I'm not one of them. I'm actually quite happy not knowing everything. So let me hear a little bit about what you don't know. That's a trick question. You know what? I have made loads of videos to YouTube with S-class ships in different shape and form. And when I found them on space stations, it was straightforward. I provide the glyphs for the system and tell what the space station, what the system's name is, and that's all well and fine. But sometimes I found ships on trading posts, and it was often I had no clue what where I actually was on the planet, because you obviously want to give as accurate as possible direction if you want people to actually find those ships, that trading post. So what I did was, as you can see down in the left hand corner on the console, it actually says unmapped, and down there there's the coordinates where I am. So I went into my ship and flew up, and sometimes it's actually a piss to get them, but I did it, and I was quite happy I could help people out if anyone wanted to come and get that ship. Then and that's not long ago, I realized I'm actually quite stupid. That was how I felt, because
Technology recharge.
that was one of these things that I felt I actually should have known. Because as soon as you go out, you activate your scanner, not this one, but your normal scanner. Then it says current location, and that's where you are. So instead of jumping into my ship and trying to get an accurate reading, I could just have scanned, and it was actually on the scan of the ship all the time. So even being an experienced player, there are things you don't always realize is in the game. And yeah, I was a little bit stupid, but I'm actually fine with that. Okay. When you want, go away. Oh. I need that way. Yeah, you go away as well. I don't want you. Ooh, don't fall down. Jesus. This is one horrible 3D map. Where on earth am am I going? 370 that way. Okay. Sentinels are fine as long as I don't do anything with my mining laser. It's only on planets with aggressive sentinels that it's your presence which trigger them. Which coincidental fall together with a lot of missions and other things that that you have to play hide and seek with them as well. There is the thing I need. That's good. I wish it would not say alert when it does that. Every time it says alert, I get kind of a knot in my belly. Okay, there's one down there as well. So I take the words I can get out of these. I can seek knowledge of the past and it would direct me to a ancient dig site. I don't have any need of that right now, so I just take language, which is quite fine with me. Actually trying to determine if there were small language thingies.
Units received. Units received.
So getting animals is good money.
Received. Units received.
But even scanning plants and minerals actually accumulate up, and
Units
I always had two things which I feel is my bread and butter in the game. It's either the frigates I send out. Every day I send as many out as I can. I had some limitations on it, but now I have 4 organic. I'm actually thinking that I would probably, no, I should probably get a living ship, because I'm going to get so many modules for it. So actually, the only problem is I'm playing on Permadeath, and that is maybe a little bit of a problem. Building? What kind of building is that? Something with sentinels and quads.
Hostile scan detected.
So what I just did is not popular. However, I actually had a good reason for doing that. The thing is, I know I can outrun the Sentinel ships in my ship, so yeah. I think it was worth it. And the thing is, don't be scared, be smart. If you have ever have gotten a Sentinel ship, notice your max speed you can fly. And that's without the pulse engine. And fly with that and see how fast it goes. It will go around 2,800. Most fighters will come up over 2,900. And then you can add these things. And that will actually bring your maneuverability very high up, and it will give you even more speed. So as I said, don't be afraid, be smart. Don't be afraid of running. You don't always have to fight, especially not if you have a bad force against you, because that is not going to end well. That's not how it goes. And I'm not saying that to be horrible or anything, and I'm not saying that to make anyone feel bad. That is absolutely not my purpose. So I could put one up there. I think that would be the next one. So I got one for the freighter as well. So I have 3. I think I need 8. So that's one of these. Yeah. We need something, but it's out in the future. So I was looking for a trading post because I actually have quite good space. I'll put it over there now. I actually think I have some here. Yeah, I do. I should not have done that then, but for now it's okay. I am collecting up what I want to actually fill up with, so
Technology recharge.
where was it? It was over there. And yeah, it's back on the planet where I was, but they have forgotten all about that, I hope. So what is this? I don't know. So I got something. Okay. Problem with those is you never know whether you need to shoot, talk, observe, run. Boxes on this train post. I like that. I like boxes, no doubt about that. So this one actually belongs over on this side. That one's really, oh, that was not what I was looking for. I was actually looking to see if I needed to put something on, and I think I do. I need some more cobalt.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So, as I said, the location is actually on the scan. So that made it a little bit easier for me to find the coordinates. So and kind of after I realized that, I wouldn't say I found out, I realized that I should use my eyes instead of anything else. But after I realized that, I repeat the word, that makes it more important, it's actually quite few ships I found on space station. In the past, it used to be roughly half an hour. So I don't know if some algorithm has been changed. That is, of course, a possibility. The game does change. There's no doubt about that. It is evolving around us. Every time we get an update, there is new things. Some of them is
Product received. Product received.
quite big changes, which is of course advertised, and it's the selling points, but it's all the small things which we are actually not told about. It just happens, and we learn it when something is a little bit different from what it normally is. And I don't think it's a bad thing, to be honest. On the contrary, because that the game is actually evolving makes me very happy for the future.
Technology recharge.
I would say, if you disagree, it's actually fine. You don't have all to agree on everything. And I do know some people like to kind of play in the same routine, written, I don't know what you want to call it. So when I do this, this happens. And that's absolutely fine. That's just not me. I actually like the, okay, I know what can happen, but I don't know what will happen. Whoa. Where will you go? So, yeah. So, new space station, new tour around, see what's here for us. Do I actually have anything to sell? I have two. So the infinite module is actually for another ship. I just need to kind of put it on. That is for my Sentinel interceptor. I want to build that up. But normally I change and then I play that when I build it up, but it's not competitive enough yet. So I want to make it a little bit more sturdy, and I want to add some of the things I know I can add. So the problem is I want this one to actually be filled out with slots before I go to the next one. So there's 5 trade goods here because it's a 3-star system. And what that means is I should actually probably go to a trading post here and fill up with trade goods. And then we end up in the discussion again. Well, are you just playing to make money? No, not really. But I don't mind making money. I mean, I just spent 30+ million on 2 organic frigates. They were quite expensive, but I hope they will earn their money back one way or another. And I'm actually confident they will. And now you're talking about money again. Yeah, I am, but everything you spend money on is potentially an investment in something else. And I do agree that focus should not be on money making, because that would potentially make the game very dull. But that said, if you are playing and that's the thing which makes you happy, then everyone else should just close their mouth and accept it. Whatever I want to do, I can do. It's my game. I bought it. Whatever you want to do, you can do it because it's your game. You bought it. No one should actually tell you you're playing wrong, no matter what you do. And I always say, if you end up in a situation where you constantly die because of something, then you might play wrong, but that might be because you don't know better. So, if you're in a situation where you don't know how to get out of a repetitive stat, for instance, then I would say you can always come and ask for recommendation or help, call it what you want. If you come here and ask and say, you know what, I don't know how to do this, I will give some suggestions. I'm not giving you a solution because each situation will be different. And how I would deal with it would probably not help you in any way. But I can give you some tools, some indicators, and you can then decide whether you want to follow them or not. And if you choose to follow them, it's absolutely fine. If you choose, no, that is way too risky for me, or I don't like that solution, it's absolutely fine as well. I do not get annoyed if people don't follow my advice. That's not how things work for me. If you ask me for my opinion, I will give you my opinion, but it is that, nothing more, nothing less. If there's something you don't understand and don't know how to get around, feel free to ask, and if I can show it on screen while I'm streaming, again, I'm happy to do that, because it's many times much easier than actually try to explain something. So but one of the most asked things I have encountered is new players get something and what do I do with this? And that is actually one of the tricky things, because what do you do with it? Yeah. For us, which has been playing for many years, we know exactly what the things are and what you can do with them, but again, it's the choice, what direction you take, and that is only for you to decide. There is often that, yeah, but I asked for help. Yeah, but you didn't actually say what you wanted help with. Oh, no, I didn't. So, I got some trade goods. So now I will play wrongly and make money. No. Oh, there's an S hauler. That we will have to take a look at. I just said that I hardly found any S-class ships on the trading post anymore, and then I do. Such law? $37.5 million. We got 54 slots. It's actually not too expensive for a hauler. That's relatively cheap. I have seen S-class haulers go for over 100 million, so it's not overly expensive. So I will put the glyph address of this planet in and make a picture of the ship in a way so we can see it. The address is down in the left-hand corner. You have to be in Zukasizawa galaxy to use the glyphs. Otherwise, you'll end up in another system, roughly the same place in the galaxy you are, but this ship will not be here. And as I said, I was struggling finding the location, but now I know how to do it. The location is plus 17.40, comma minus 63.44. So it's much easier now. I have seen the light. So if you are looking for an S-Class hauler and like this model, it's a blue teal with some red markings. It actually look quite nice, I think. I do like that finish. So feel free to come and camp out for it, and yeah, it's all yours if you want. Going next. I thought I saw a black hole close by, so why not? Well, I said close by. Oh. One thing, I do want to be sure I actually go to the system with the black hole. I have way too often gone to a neighboring one because I didn't get the dots right. And yeah, that's the thing. Get the dots right. Planet I'm going to get missions on. Well, so be it. I have done one with aggressive sentinels today, which was the first one, which was the Nexus mission in the start of my stream, and that was one big playing hide and seek with the sentinels. I think I spent more time underground than over, which is actually fine. I often say this, I prefer to stay alive, to be safe, and oh, wrong one. And that's kind of the mantra I have, that it's better to be alive, especially for me as I play on Permadeath. If I die, I lose everything, including the save game. So dead on Permadeath means game over. And then you only have one option: start all over again. And that's one thing which is getting more and more annoying as you do, because you have been through all the things and then you can do them again. And yeah, it's how it is. And no, it's not funny. even on normal, I hate to die. I hate to die in any game I play, because it always makes me feel so stupid. Okay, you wanna fight? Bang! I hit him. He hit me, bastard. Officer, he started, he hit me back. Oh well. Actually, I would say no harm as such done, so it's not a situation where taking half my health would compromise anything, because the space station is still safe. I have not yet been attacked by anything on a space station, so at least that's a good thing. I will say that there is many places which is not safe. That would be when you are out and about. You are in general safe if you are inside a building. I say general because there is exceptions to that. On a space station, in the Nexus, on your freighter, again in general. But planets and space is actually unsafe. So don't float around in space and think, oh, yeah, it's fine, nothing will happen. Because when you go and make a cup of coffee and is floating around in space, such law kick in, and 3 pirates will find you and attack you, and you are in the kitchen making coffee. That's such law for you. So the word of wisdom today is land on a space station, jump out of your ship and back in so you have a safe point, go out and make your coffee, and your ship and you will be safe. The only place on the planet, apart from buildings, where you would be safe is if you tunnel down and close the tunnel and ensure that you are deep enough so nothing from the surface can actually attack you. And the reason I say that is I had one day tunnel down, but not very deep, and some predator actually started attacking me. I was luckily sitting there watching it, so I didn't die or anything, but it could have gone. If I had left the room, I wouldn't have survived. So So we have talked a little bit about safety.
Units received.
I would say safety is always good. And of course, when you play at normal, you will find that the game is a little bit more forgiving. But when you come up on the harder difficulties, then you might not get more than one chance. Jumped another black hole. We're still very far from the center of this galaxy, so even taking black holes will take at least 100 jumps to get to the center. So if you really want to get fast through a galaxy, you need to use portals. So what am I? Yeah, 600. Still, that's quite a long jump. Well, I must admit, this galaxy I actually find quite pleasurable. Others, especially those which is very harsh, they might actually make me trigger the quick fix and use a portal to get through it. A C-class with hardly anything on. Which reminds me, I should actually go to the Nexus and sell some of those surplus one I have. The problem is I keep forgetting that I actually have them. I go to the Nexus once a day to do the Nexus mission to get Quicksilver. And it's yeah, it's one of those things that out of sight, out of mind, I would say. It's kind of a weird outcome here. Okay, that is useless for me. That is part of the whole Atlas thing, and I have done all of that. So if I try to do anything, it just sends me out on a kind of a circle, and I'm back out before I can do anything, and then I can continue doing the same, which wouldn't give anything. So always wonder when I see numbers and stuff like that on ships, what's the meaning with that? Is there a meaning with that? Well, yeah, that's how it is. Gave me one antimatter. But as I said so often, when you just started a game, it's actually useful to get these little things, whether it's one antimatter or a C-class module or even some money on nanites. It's actually useful. This one is a trading goods. Is it sitting here or did it go? Because I think I actually had some already. It's one of these. It's worth 6,000. When you don't have any money and you can sell something for 6,000, it's actually, wow, I get money. I take these, not that I need the reward or anything, but just to have something to kind of do. And if you wonder what the benefit of that is, I can actually try to demonstrate that. Let's find that was one of the planets which had aggressive system, or what is that in the last system? That one is a boggy planet, seems okay. So I have charts which shows me distress signals, it says, but what I use it for is finding abandoned buildings. And that was not on that planet, but on that one, which is not a planet, it's a moon. It's desolate. So that is normal sentinels on it. They are not aggressive. It pleases me. At least I need to keep this running so I don't forget that. I will hit the ground in a mo, so I'm not going down too fast, so that is actually fine. So you find a abandoned building. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions with killed animals. That potentially it would take me 6 times 10 to 15 animals running around on planets doing that. can be quite challenging. So finding a abandoned building, I'll look inside it first because I'm curious and I know there might be some things I can pick up, get. There is a terminal and that will always give you some nanites. So you just run through it. You can read the text, it is part of the lore actually, so I pick up what's around here. I like things. Easy free things is kind of nice. So sometimes there is more than one opening, one building, so remember to check everything. So actually, before I do anything, I want to take this one. When there's no atmosphere, low atmosphere, then be careful with your jet pack. I load my weapon up and I find one of the whispering eggs, shoot at it, it comes up, these guys comes up. So I just make a killing spree out of them. You can just be very nasty with them. Not even the vegans will complain. Because if they do, take them here and let them meet these guys. They spit poison if you get too close to them. And they are actually quite nasty, so you actually don't want to get too close to them. So I got that one, I got that one, I got that one, I got that one, and I got that one, and I got that one. So I done all those missions by doing one mission. And that's the thing I actually do like to do. Just make things easier for yourself. Why wouldn't you? What's that? Cobalt. That I can actually use. I was running out, so let's get some cobalt. It is easier when you find it in deposits than going into caves and farm it. It can take quite a while. Again, I'm always encouraging people to be smart on what they do, and taking easy solutions is not a bad thing in the game. And yes, you have heard right, I did say it's not always, it shouldn't always be easy or things like that, and I stand by that, but I would sincerely say it really depends what you're doing. If we're talking about getting a S-class interceptor and you have to do something a little bit more hard to get it, I would be fine with that. But I do also think that being smart when you are out and gathering resources and stuff like that, that's not really a bad thing. So I did a lot of missions in one go, which I'm quite happy about. So I can go back to the space station and I can hand them in, and I'll get a lot of rewards that I actually don't really need, but that's fine on its own. I will say it's also a good way of standing up with the guild. And if you don't know why that is important, then let me explain, because if you have noticed, there is a guy sitting there. He's a member of one of the guilds, and when you talk to him, if your standing is high enough, he will give you a gift. It's not a problem for me because my standing is actually up fine. But it's again one of these things. It will give you things, it will help you further on in the game, and it's absolutely good things which comes out of it. There's one I can't use right now, but it could go on one of my other. So that's actually fine. Okay. Thought it was the other one I would have more of. Okay. Sometimes you actually have to think a little bit further than the game right now, because you will have multiple multi-tools, you will have multiple ships, and think about that sometimes when you get free modules. It's actually good to save some and put over on the other ships. So if we go there and then go black hole afterwards, actually seems like a plan. but it's not. Temperature-wise, it's fine, but it's all the other things that might be there or might not be there. So, if you wonder why I don't actually look into modules, I do, but I don't. Because many of the things I can get, I'm actually going to buy that because that would be useful. That one as well. Those would be useful on my Sentinel Interceptor. But as I said earlier, I actually like flying around in that to build it up. I feel I'm cheating a little bit by buying things in another ship, but that's just me. I'm sorry, I need to take a very short bathroom break, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes, so stay with me. Oh, sorry for that. That was one of these things. It would have been critical if I didn't do what I did. Oh. So. That's very cheap wiring looms. So they didn't want to buy any of my stuff. That is fair enough. Can't make them. Well, they would like to buy it, but they wouldn't pay the price I want. Okay, it's funny that you come into kind of some runs where you get the same rewards. And that is actually very weird. I sometimes gotten a lot of the same module over and over again, and you're wondering why am I getting all that? I would rather have something different. But I get it I say it's Sod's law, but it is unfortunately how randomization works. It comes that way. Have to check the walls, if there is anything as well. Okay, bye-bye, gone. Again, that's one of the things. You can't really do anything about it, but it is annoying when it happens. And you tend to you tend to learn to, oh well, it's gone. Funny, I do like the Vikings kind of mentality in the game, but they are not as good warriors as they give impression of. Still appalled that you encounter a warrior who has no ammunition to his gun. So, exosuit I can't use. Multitool I can, but I'm not going to do. I'm actually starting to pick up kill creatures again. But I'm not taking the predators because that is so random when you run into them, and I really don't want to spend hours finding predators. And then I'm going to keep them until I find them and kind of forget that I ever had them. Yeah, that was a little bit of a long explanation for nothing, but yeah. But that is my whole point with a lot of things is you do what you find is beneficial for your game. That's the whole thing. So I had a black hole close by, or close-ish. Weird, I actually had a feeling. Why do I stop for these? Okay, he is buying.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Taking a little chance here, but the thing is, the space station might have paid more. I doubt it, but that's why I sold to him. When they're up in that high overprice, I don't think the space station would pay more. It is related per system, so whatever is in this system goes to everyone trading in it, including loose traders. So well, the prices goes through not necessarily the merchandise. What changes price is resources and other things which is not trading goods. And that if you have stock that you want to sell, then you should really check at each trade terminal you come across. So I'm just checking. So they were higher with the tradesperson, so that's good. I didn't lose money doing what I did. I'm happy about that. So if you have things like this to sell, that can be minus here. Then you go to another trade terminal and it would be plus. So these things you need to keep an eye on, but the trading goods is the same pretty much. It will differ a little bit in the percentage which is paid, but if it's in negative, it will be all over the system. If it's in positive, it will be, but a trading post would pay less than a space station. That's how the economic system works. So keep him brewing.
Technology recharge.
Need to run these through all the way. Poor guy, he lost all his stuff.
Units received.
So I do find co-works and gigs a little bit easier than the Viking to practice language skills with, but there is sometimes tricks. So just a trade goods. I will do. More Hicksite. Okay, I got that there. I have to deliver it. Without being killed on the way, preferably. It's very often in a neighboring system, so go and look if it is. And surely it was. A little bit silly. Sometimes you are transporting one piece of something and you get pirates after you, and you're like, wait a minute. Because you have way more valuable things. building there. So I can actually make a good bunch of these. The thing is, I have to pick up boxes. It's just how it is. I'll leave them alone. The thing is, some space stations, some trading posts have loads and others have none. Kind of wish I knew why. Looks like an observatory. If it is, I would like to visit it. If it's not, I don't want to be chased by sentinels. I actually don't know what the sentinels are on this planet. Ever present, so that means they will not attack on the side. An abandoned building, so that's not even what I thought it was. So a lot of green boxes here.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh dear. Meteor shower, that's even worse than a storm. Yeah. abandon this abandoned building because I don't need it at the moment. Been to the space station yet. I suddenly have a lot of things to clean up, but yeah, it's not like I have any problems with that. That's okay. Station, so there's 2 times nanites, not many, but every little helps. So anything we can sell. A little bit. Okay, I take it. It's absolutely fine. Not fine. Yeah, well, fine is fine, but so protect. Protect. Okay, that was not what I hoped for, but. Give me a gift with the cheapest of the cheapest you really can get, almost. Wow. guess it's like Christmas. It's the thought behind it which is the important thing, not the actually. They give quite a good bit of nanite. Okay, we have past 1 o'clock, so this is my checkout time. So I will go to the freighter and clean up a little bit, but I'll do that off stream. There's no need for people to sit and watch that. So I will thank you everyone who has watched, and it's been quite a good day today. 2 biological frigates is quite good, and I got my theory proven, so that was even better. Apart from that, a lot of things was actually quite good today. So I will end for today, but I will be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time, and feel free to pop by and continue the journey. First of all through Zukasizawa Galaxy, and beyond that eventually. So I wish you a very good night, good evening, good day, depending on your time zone, of course, and I will say bye for now, and all take care out there. See you tomorrow.